All right, questions for Brittany, please. Mike Murphy, please.
Hey, Brittany, congrats on the big game. I'm sure today is more than a little bit bittersweet for you after the news we heard about RMU. And then, you go out and have a hat trick and a great game. And I know Kristen at least had a point herself. Kind of goes to show some of the talent that comes out of that program. So really heartbreaking to hear that news. I was wondering if you had any comment on that.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously disappointed. I got a phone call from the president of the university actually on the way to the rink here today about the news. So devastated for sure. Obviously allowing us to showcase our talent here is a great opportunity, and obviously to recognize our school.
Just to go back to the game itself, is it in your mind that the hat trick means more? And, we were talking a bit to Jamie Lee about, the opportunity for what it represents for her to get the hat trick. And, was it in your mind about the hat trick maybe meaning a little bit more in a game like this?
I think on the bench, it's obviously buzzing around, but I think when you're in the game, you don't think about it. You're just trying to get pucks on net when you can, and obviously not pass up opportunities. So I think overall, you don't really think about it when you're on the ice, but the bench was definitely buzzing about it.
All right. Congrats on a great game. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Wes, please.
Brittany, were there any hats thrown anywhere in the room, or do you have any hat throwing to report, I guess?
I don't think so. The weather's pretty nice here today, so I think the toques are still at the hotel, but yeah, no, not today.
Just not even with the fact that it means something in the standings, but to go out, a hat trick, whether it counts in the standings or not, is always special. What, in an event like this, what does it mean to you to put 3 away today?
I think overall as a team, we were just happy with our transition game, middle net drive, and it obviously paid off, especially on a couple of those where Bacher shot and I just had to tip it out of the air. So just overall, we hope it transitions to our game tomorrow.
Justin Levine, please.
Hey, Brittany, thanks for taking the time to do this. Congratulations on the hat trick and the win. I have a series of questions for you. I'll try and make these quick. Number one, again, you had yourself a hat trick to follow on the work set early by Jamie Lee Rattray, who was looking for one herself. So that being said, in a game like this, with a full team effort to establish your team as the more dominant opponent, what was it, given the 14 plus months off due to COVID restrictions, that allowed you to see the ice so well? I mean, was there a mentality behind it? And then as well, if you could touch on the conversation with your teammates and coach throughout a game like this as well.
Yeah, I think as professional athletes, we're always training away from the ice. So unfortunate in Ontario with the provincial regulations, but everyone's working on their game away from the rink. So we're just lucky and happy for the opportunity to come here to Calgary and showcase that talent. So definitely excited for the opportunity this week. And then, yeah, the bench, obviously we hit some key points today with our middle lane drive and just some crisp passes in the neutral zone with our transition game heading up ice. So we're happy with the result today, and hopefully it transitions into tomorrow.
And my other question for you being, what's the mindset going into a matchup over Calgary, another team who hasn't gotten nearly as much ice time as a team like Montreal, given you guys were in the same circumstances, especially seeing yesterday's results against Team Bauer, if you were watching that game, and just having the confidence to get going early and know how to get them off their toes?
I think overall the mindset's pretty similar game to game. We obviously know what we have on our roster and on our bench. So we're just happy to showcase it on the ice for this week and on a daily basis.
All right, last question, David Siss, please.
Hey, Brittany, thanks for doing this and congratulations on a great game. I was just wondering, obviously, you had a great game and you had a couple other teammates such as Jamie Lee Rattray, who had a great game as well. But is there anyone else on the team who you think maybe goes a little bit unnoticed and is a bit underrated?
I think for me, Jenner, she is a role model I watch day in and day out, whether it's at practice, working out, warm up. She's an amazing talent on and off the ice. So obviously her great game transitions on the ice, but someone to definitely watch, and she's a leader on our team.
All right.